You built some backlinks, but nothing's moved in your traffic or visibility. So you build some more and you wait, but still, nothing. And it seems like nothing's moving the needle in your favor, and it's frustrating you. You want to give up. But wait. Maybe it's not the backlinks. Maybe it's the strategy, the way you're doing things, outreaching, acquiring, all that jazz. So in this video, we're going to root out and discuss the mistakes leading up to all of those link building failures. Let's begin. First on the list, we have ignoring link relevancy. It's hard to believe that some site owners deliberately ignore something as important as link relevancy, even in this day and age. But yeah, it still happens. And we attribute this practice to the referring domains offering links to whoever and the spammy link sellers on multiple platforms. And nothing's going to change the fact that having zero relevance affects everything when it comes to your brand. Poorly. From algorithms marking you as manipulative to people losing trust in you. The previous mentions you had on credible sites can also be negatively affected. Google's algorithms are smart enough to understand context and go way beyond just comprehending content. It makes little sense to mismatch link placements because of the odds of being spotted and given a penalty. So don't do it. Red flags should be avoided in your life. It's no different than your link building strategy. And a big, bold, crimson banner is the overused, keyword-rich anchor text that you're clearly obsessed with. We don't need best XYZ in every single anchor text. There's a whole spam policy laid out that addresses this practice and effectively condemns it. That alone should nip it in the bud. The right approach would be to use 60% branded or natural phrases, 30% generic phrases like this article, read more, click here, and only 10% exact match keywords. Depending upon your monthly or biannual link building targets, you can increase or decrease the percentages while keeping the original ratio the same. Next up, you build links and you forget them. With so many tasks and KPIs, it's quite possible to forget about these exceptional links you've thus far built. But here's the thing. Links die. Sites go down, pages get deleted, pages get removed. Happens all the time. This means that a part of your authority, which you've worked so hard for, can come crumbling down like a house of cards, while you remain completely oblivious to the whole thing because you never checked. So keep track of every single link you build or acquire. There are things to do to avoid this silent decay. Run a comprehensive backlink audit every 15 days. You can use Ahrefs or SEMrush. Google Search Console works fine too. Analyze how your backlinks are performing and see if any links are missing or 404s, and you can reclaim or replace them as soon as possible. Lost links equal lost ranking power, and you should always be on the lookout. Another overlooked link building mistake is linking to a website's homepage only. One might believe that homepage links strengthen overall site authority and distribute value across important sections of the site. But here's the thing. If all the links in your backlink profile point to your homepage, it can appear that you're involved in unethical link building practices, and perhaps trying too hard to make Google algorithms notice you. What you need is the right balance in your backlink profile, with links pointing to both informational content and conversion assets. It's not always the case that the user is just looking to buy a product or service. They might be looking for information or guidance. So it makes sense to be mindful of that and provide what users are actually looking for. Another contributing factor to most link building campaign failures is the lack of linkable content. Sites not putting in the effort to build content people want to link to only results in backlinks not making much difference for those businesses or brands. Acquiring links that point toward generic or low-quality content not only brings traffic that fails to convert, but also doesn't do much in terms of elevating your brand in the grand scheme of things. So to stand out in a crowd, give people something to link to. Something good. Something that's data-backed, insightful, opinionated, value-driven. That cookie-cutter crap ain't gonna cut it. And with the latest AI optimization guidelines, there's been a push towards crafting non-commodity content from Google. Commodity content, for example, something like 7 tips for first-time home buyers, is often based on common knowledge, which could originate from anyone, and typically adds little unique insight for readers. In contrast, non-commodity content, such as why we waived the inspection and saved money, a look inside the sewer line, provides unique expert or experienced takes that go beyond common knowledge and the ordinary. This should bring some clarity to what Google considers to be quality content. This will have better chances of ranking in multiple spaces, which, by default, leads to better linkability. Domain authority is important, but not the only important metric out there. And prioritizing domain authority over everything else, the steady stream of traffic, credibility, or simply a bigger pool of users, isn't as smart a move as you might think it is. And obsessing over third-party numbers when executing your well-planned link-building campaign can lead to limited opportunities, an unbalanced link profile, and a lack of unbiased evaluation. And this, in turn, can negatively affect the efforts you put into making your campaign successful. Keep in mind that DAs can rise and fall, can be conveniently gamed, and sometimes the third-party tools are just not telling the truth. It's not smart to pass up a perfectly good link-building opportunity. A good link is a good link is a good link. You know it when you see it. And a low DA shouldn't be a deal breaker. In certain industries, seasonality matters a lot for framing the infrastructure of a link-building campaign. It actually works as a catalyst, accelerating the shareability and linkability of your assets to a higher level. For instance, if you're an e-commerce business, holidays might be your peak selling season. If you own a sports news site, major events like the World Cup or the Olympics could amplify your traction. And it would be a major miss if you were to miss out on it. Seasonal hooks can further push your content to new publishing opportunities in the relevant niche, bringing the exposure your brand deserves. So if it suits you and you have room to work on it, try to take advantage of seasonality as much as possible. Now, link building is not easy. What worked then might not work now. What's working now might not work in the not too distant future. There's constant change to cope with. And experimenting and diversifying your strategies can lead to your campaigns having better outcomes, helping your efforts pay off. Link building, as a concept and system, is a long-term investment. It's not just about earning mentions on other sites. It's more about building authority, fostering good relationships with your peers, and earning the trust of your audience. And like all good things, it takes time. Have you made any of these link building boo-boos? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, like, subscribe, notification bell. Thanks for watching. Sinking. Mitch. Links. Google. Make. And obsessing over third-party numbers when another.